Hello everyone, Clint here. Hope everybody is doing well today. Today I'm going to talk about my Galaxy Watch 4, definitely my favorite watch right now. I really like it. I just wanted to talk specifically, somebody tried to ask me to narrow it down to what I actually like the most about this, and so I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I really like about the Galaxy Watch 4. And number 1 is staring right at us. That screen is fantastic. It is hard to explain how good this screen looks all the time. Even when it's dim mode, when it's dimmed out, in the always on display, it looks fantastic, and it is super bright. It's hard to even explain how bright this watch is. It's just super great. If you've used any other watch, or if you use this one side by side, like when I was testing out the Fossil Gen 6, it was unbelievably noticeable how much dimmer that screen is. It has to be juiced up all the way to the top to even be able to come close to this one. And I don't keep this one very bright. It's kind of bright right now because it's on the auto brightness, but even still, even just, you know, a lower brightness, it's still phenomenally bright. It looks great. Anytime I'm outside, I can see this great, and that's one thing I really notice even with like my TicWatch Pro 3 and that Fossil Gen 6, is when I'm outside doing a workout or something, I struggle trying to even see the data, what's going on in the sunlight, but not this one. It's fantastic. They bumped up the resolution. It's very obvious too that they did that. It looks a lot better. The watch faces, I think, look better. And it's just bright. I just can't say enough about the screen. I wish it was like a LPTO screen, you know, that could go down to, let's say, down to 1 hertz. I think that would probably save a lot of energy and make the battery last a lot longer when it's in the always on display mode. But I don't believe it does that. But great screen, can't beat it. Number 2, the next thing that I really like is it's, of course, a Samsung watch. So this bezel on the Classic is very useful. I really like it. Anytime I go to another watch that doesn't have a rotating bezel, which is pretty much every watch, because I think Samsung must have a patent on this because no one else has stole it yet. But anytime you have a scroll wheel, don't get me wrong, I like the crown, the rotating crown that spins too. That's pretty nice too, but it's still not the same as this right here. And it almost is a negative because I find myself clicking this thing constantly, even if I don't need to look at any of the other data. It's almost like a fidget spinner. So I kind of fidget with it sometimes. I'll just be going back and forth. I'm curious if anybody else does that. But you can't beat that. It's really good. Yeah, it's still the best way I've seen to navigate a smartwatch. They did a good job converting this over to be able to use for Wear OS. Really like it. The next thing just kind of leads right into that, and that's just the overall design. I have a case on this right now because I'm testing it, but the overall design is just fantastic. I like the class. I even like the regular 4. I do have the regular 4. I don't use it nearly as much because of this bezel, even though it's super slim, very sleek. It's great to work out with, but super great design. I think they did a fantastic job. I will always say a round smartwatch is better than a square watch. I mean, it's hard to even, you know, if you compare this to this super high-end Apple Watch I have, Series 7, it just doesn't even, it's just, I don't know. It's not even in the same league as far as design. So the design of this is really great. I mean, when you see it next to other watches in the case, you know this is a good looking watch. So I really like that. Number 4, hallelujah, we are on Wear OS. Something I really like about the Galaxy Watch 4. And keep in mind, I have owned every Galaxy Watch since the original Galaxy Watch. They're always been great, except now with Wear OS, it is so much better. It just looks better. I think it just kind of flows better together. You know, you're gonna have some support on that, and you know, the apps that you can get, so much more apps. Even though I don't use a ton of apps, but there's 3 or 4 apps that I use all the time on my watches. So it was really nice to be able to get these on my preferred watch. So that is great. I know that they still got a few bugs I think they got to work out on this Wear OS version, but I think they're going to get it worked out, and I think it's just going to get better and better. More apps are going to come. It's going to, yeah, I think it's going to be great. I really like it. So that's number 4. So then the number 5 thing is a little bit, not necessarily the watch itself, but the fitness features on here. Even though they're a little buggy, I'm still hopeful that they're going to get them fixed out. But it comes with Samsung Health, and Samsung Health is just my favorite fitness app that I've ever used. It works really good. Oops. It works super good. The information that it displays is great. I really like all that stuff. I really like the challenges you can do. I like the way the information is laid out on the screen. Yeah, it's really good. That just leads into all these sensors that they have, which is amazing. The blood oxygen, the body composition, sleep, not great. Steps. I just really like the way it's laid out. You can kind of go through some of this stuff here, and then it gives you these things just like other fitness ones. I like it. I like it in comparison to, let's say, Google Fit. So I definitely like that. I'm not stuck with Google Fit, which actually I sync this information to Google Fit. That way I just have it on one place, because I do use a lot of different smartwatches. So that's the last of it. That's the 5 main reasons why I like my Galaxy Watch, and I can name you probably 5 more, no problem, that this thing does really well. The amount of watch faces that you can get. I mean, there's tons of other reasons why I really like this this watch. The little widgets are just fantastic. Yeah, it works really good. I just like it. So thanks for staying to the end, everybody, and let me know in the comments what you like the most about your Galaxy Watch 4, and I'd really like to see that. Until then, see you on the next one.